Oh, hello everybody and welcome back to another BeCreative video. And today I'm starting right off here in our colony, which has been getting slowly upgraded by our, well, colonists. But today hopefully it's not going to be so much about the colony, it's going to be more about create stuff. And of course ignoring the many deaths that already happened in the colony because of, well, zombies and skeletons. That being said, I have a little bit of a gift that I want to give Sandy here on the server, so let's go ahead and meet up with her. Hello!
Oh, hello! How's it going?
Hello!
It looks like you came out from my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like you're running up the stairs.
Let's have something.
It looks so cool. You're currently inside my house.
It's very nice. To me, it's just this log here. There's a lot.
Yeah, so nice. Hey, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. The sky is pretty shiny.
Yes, it is. Oh, well, you know what the build looks like. That's why you can say that. Okay, what's
yeah,
up?
I know. Hello, I came bearing gifts. Something that
that's cool.
I gave Uber one of these, and I guess you should take one too.
That is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, I don't know where to put it right now. I'm gonna put it just there.
You can always move it later. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move it later, but I'll type in my name because now it wants me to type my name in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, save.
I mean,
Yeah.
I gave Uber one, and I think he's gonna live up in the mountain. I took him there in my helicopter. And
Yeah.
I'm living like in the middle of the ocean, something like that. So yeah, people are very scattered, and these definitely help.
They definitely do help. I was thinking about moving very far away that way. And I thought I should be close enough to mining colony, which is on, like, it's just that way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Spawn is, I think it's like just here.
I think it's close
and I
to
think
us.
you
Yeah.
guys initially were right at the top. So yeah, I've traveled quite a bit. I've traveled.
Oh yeah, I did the same. Trust me. I spent the first day walking around the map, checking a lot of places, trying to find bamboo.
Yeah, me too.
That was my first day.
Yeah, I got bamboo. I got it pretty quickly. There's a bamboo forest just that side.
Oh yeah, that's where I got mine as well.
Yeah.
I did half the world.
Very cool. Yeah.
To find
Thank you
it
so
there.
much. This will definitely help. They're quite expensive to make.
Oh yeah, no, I found it in the mining area.
That's so cool. Yeah, finding them is nice. Then they're kind of cheap.
Yeah,
But that's cool.
Yeah, they're very helpful.
It's a pity you can't see it. It's so pretty.
Oh no, I see the log, I see the poppies, the alliums. Yeah, that's a lot
totally. I'm totally gonna live in that hole of dirt.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Next time you come, you will see a house, a pretty big, nice, beautiful house here with a workshop.
Okay.
And over here by this wonderful column, you'll see a fountain.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it will be transformed. It will be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Can't wait to see that. Yes.
Yeah, it will be very cool.
Be on the lookout for the first shop on the server. Well, if nobody beats me to that, because I will be sending mending books.
That's cool. Is the shop going to be at your base, or are we going to have a central area for the shop?
I think we're planning on making it in the colony, so like we can go to each other's colonies and see the buildings and the colony develop and stuff like that. And
yeah, that's smart.
So keep an eye on it, and yes, stockpile on iron because I'll be selling it for iron.
Oh, you're selling it for iron?
Yes.
This is my iron levels in this barrel. That's my iron level.
You got more than me. Wanna see my? This is my iron level. There's 9.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's my.
I have 17 raw and 8 ingots.
Yeah,
That's what I have.
You got like triple of mine.
Oh goodness. Okay, well we need to make an iron farm. So I'll make a little iron farm in my shop, and then I'll come trade some iron for some books.
Thank you.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice currency actually. Until you have enough iron, then it's gonna be something else.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm gonna swap it. I mean,
smart.
you only need so many mending books, right?
Alloys.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be a good one actually.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I might steal that.
That's a very good one. Yeah, that's smart, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just make it andesite alloy from day one. You can mine your own iron.
That's true, but I need a lot of iron for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
No? Like shoots take iron directly, metal girders take iron, so yeah, iron it's annoying.
Yeah, it does. It does take a lot, but it's cool. I mean, I got some zinc.
Yeah.
I got just over a stack of zinc.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not a lot though, but I was looking for copper more than anything else. So,
yeah.
Roof is copper, so.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Yes. So I wanted to do steampunk. That's what you get.
Ooh, okay. Are you gonna wax it or just let it like change to green?
I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna wax anything, so I'm gonna leave it to change.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. And then I'm gonna put lightning rod on top, so when it gets struck by lightning, it goes back to copper again, and then it can age again.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that'll be so cool.
Can't wait to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Well, thanks for stopping by. It was awesome.
No problem. Make sure you use this a lot.
This is cool. Yeah.
I think the other people now want me to give them one as well, so I'm probably gonna go and try and find more.
Yeah, you need to go explore and get some more. 100%. Thank you so much, Flo. Have a good one.
See you, Sandy.
Bye.
Bye. Man, it's always good to see what others are planning, and yes, I did get a sneak peek to what she's planning, and it looks amazing. So I guess you guys can go and follow every single one of the other creators because they deserve it. They do a lot of cool builds, and hopefully we're in for a lot of fun times. But I actually can show you what I've did, because, well, if you see, we had this set up in the last episode, but now it's actually decorated. Yes, we even got Jimmy over here. So you guys can take a look. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour. We have some grindstones over here to grind a bunch of resources. And then over here we have a little bit of a room that has a mechanical saw, which is currently doing, well, a bunch of logs, turning them into the stripped versions. We have the grindstones here, the mechanical grindstones, that will help us getting... What's the name of this? Yeah, the rose quartz. It will help us getting the polished version, because we can use this recipe right here, which is basically what I hooked up down here. We have this area, which has a bunch of fans blowing in to make a washing setup, a hunting setup, a cooking, and a smelting setup. And all the fans are turned to 4 SU, which is the perfect amount of time for an item to go from there, be processed, and then end up here, no matter the stacks. Now, unfortunately, this is similar to the setup that we have in the colony, but I used a brass funnel there. I did not use chutes. So you see that copper right there? Well, that copper is pretty much blocking any other copper from dropping. So until that copper gets processed and picked up by this chute, nothing else gets processed. So it's slower than the one we have at the colony, but it's, well, decent and automatic. We got a bunch of deployers here. I do intend on making one of these honeycombs, so it would actually wax stuff. And over here, we have some extra machinery. Yes, we got 2 mechanical mixers, and I do have this one filled with water. And we have 2 presses, and I do have this one filled with water as well. Now, basically, the goal that I'm going for here is have these processes being a lot of automated, but most importantly, that whenever I'm building, I can just dump a bunch of stuff into a barrel and let it slowly get processed, because they're not spinning like the fastest, but they do the job. And then I kind of needed to get inventive to get the items out of there. So this basin drops into there, which then has a hopper that puts the items into this barrel. It's the same here. This one would just pick up the stuff, put it over there, and then over here. And we even have a blaze burner down there to make it brass. And this one does the same, depot. And this one is actually funneled with tag for item plates. So basically, since this is a press, anything that I want to press, like iron, copper, whatever, it will only get picked up as soon as it becomes a plate, basically. And then we have this one, which is a generalized press, more for compacting stuff. So for example, if you take a look at this recipe right here, we could either compact this with some gravel to make azurine, or we can directly compact it, which I don't know why it doesn't show here. for some reason it doesn't show, we can compact to make zinc ingots. So for example, I just washed like all of this copper, and now I'm free to just go ahead and place it over here, because it will get, well, pressed down into copper ingots. And now we actually have updated our pack since the last episode, and now we have Farmer's Delight, which means whenever we're cutting wood, we also get tree bark, which is a nice output because we can turn it into paper. And I intend to make a lot of paper today because we have Jimmy. And Jimmy over here gives me mending books. Not the cheapest mending book trade, but I kind of got lucky, and I don't want to waste my luck with the mending book because it took like 5 or 6 rerolls to get it, so I'm not going to abuse my luck. I'm just going to keep trading with him to try and unlock some extra recipes that I want from him, for, like lanterns and stuff like that, because I don't have iron, and that's today's goal. We're going to be using Jimmy over here to help us with our iron problem. So the question is, what can Jimmy do to save us from the iron grind? Well, that's pretty easy. He gives us mending books, and with that we can actually make a little bit of a shop and sell it for iron, because, well, mending is quite a nice commodity to have, and I don't want to be charging diamonds just now, and I need iron. So yeah, iron just seems the best option to go. But how can we make this better for me? Because I don't want to have to make books by hand and farming emeralds and buying the mending books. So let's get our hands to work. So I've been busy building and upgrading the area around here. And also I've been trading with these guys. I made this little temporary setup while I haven't built any farms. But as you can see from here, I got a lot of mending books. And since they're already being requested, I guess I could go ahead and temporarily set up a little bit of a shop so people can actually start buying it, even though I haven't made an actual farm, since I already got some mending books. So let's take a few of these and go into the Shattered Gears colony. So this is where I plan on making my shop. Now at the moment it's just gonna be a grass shop. I don't really have a lot of stuff built or ready to go, but people are asking, so I shall do something. So I believe first I can go ahead and put a stock link over here, and I'm gonna put an item hatch here. This is what I'm gonna be using to put my mending books on, and I believe we can actually filter this. So I'll probably move it up here, and then we can put a filter. So if we do that and do this, or shift click there, yeah, there you go. All my mending books are now inside of here. That's perfect. Oh wait, I actually need one. Whoops. So now we need to learn how the tablecloth works. You can put an item on it, and then we can put a price tag onto them. But most importantly, first of all, we kind of need to connect it over there to the item vault, because that's like the most important thing, because it needs to order the package with the stock ticker and of course an actual mob that will be selling the items for us. And luckily I got just the right shopkeeper. There you go, a little fox. And now we can actually set things up. So first of all, we kind of need to put this over there so it connects to the item vault. Then we put the stock ticker, and we can put it close to the fox, and now there's our fox, all the books, and then we can lock the network so nobody can steal from us. But most importantly, we can now use our white tablecloth to right click onto it, select the mending book, and configure. And I believe we put that. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I do need to put it into a price, so I guess I'm gonna go and grab something. Yeah, and you can already see people are getting excited in the chat. That's good. More money. And I believe... Oh, that's only one. How can I... Oh, there you go. I want a stack of iron. Is that a stack or a... Ah, there you go. This is a stack. Perfect. So now, for a stack of iron, people can get a mending book. And I guess we can actually test this real quick. So I got a stack of iron with me, so I can... oh, it's an empty hand. Okay, there we go. Then we got a shopping list. Then we give it to you. Then it gives a package here. And boom, there we go. Mending book. Ah, it's so cool. And then, of course, I'm just going to put this back here. And I believe the iron... Yes, the iron goes into here. That's perfect. And of course I need to name this little fox. So leave down the comments below the name for the fox, because I do believe that my shop will be called Iron Mending. Because, well, I'm selling mending books for a stack of iron. So yeah. Well, that being said, I guess I can show you guys what I've done with the place over here. So you can see I decorated this area a little bit. We got some lights, we got a little bit of a dock going on here with a bunch of crates and stuff like that. I think it looks decent, I think it looks cool. Actually, I need to replace the boat I took from earlier. There you go, it looks like I can actually just put some leads onto there and it looks like a docked boat. And then we got some stairs here on the side so we can actually get on back here. And this is where the magic will happen. I made this little area down here where I'm starting to grow some sugar canes. Then I'm gonna use a gantry shaft to make some collection system to farm the sugar cane for me. Then up above, we're gonna be working on a little bit of a tree farm to make us, well, some wood, but more importantly, sticks and saplings. And of course, I do still need to finish like decorating over here, but I want to get the mechanical things working before I finish this side, because I might have to put some shafts and stuff going on through here. I don't know what kind of power I'm gonna use here. So first things first, we go to our helicopter and we start getting the items necessary for the tree farm, because I want to start with that because that's gonna have to send the items downwards somewhere. So we're gonna have to manage that. And of course, we also need to choose what tree we're gonna be farming. Never mind, we're being attacked. So we gotta go ahead and defend our colony. I guess they're after our mending books. You can't get them unless you have iron. If you have a stack of iron, I'll let you live. Yes, here they are. Some barbarians on the loose. So it should be easy. Should be just two. Because our colony, well, it's not grown a lot. So there you go. It's done. So I've decided that I want to use dark oak saplings, and that's mainly because they actually give you apples like regular oak, and unless I'm buying from a villager, I can actually use these for a lot of things, and since we can get them from dark oak, I'm probably going to be using that. Now here we go, this is how it will look like, sort of. I still need to do some decorating and terraforming around here, but there's something that you guys can probably see, and whenever they're placing the saplings, they'll just place it at random. Like, for example, I can make this tree grow, and I need to check if it's gonna cut that log, which it may not. Okay, it does. Okay, that's perfect. And it's gonna pick the entire tree, and yeah, it placed a bunch of saplings, but you notice that not all of them will actually be useful to make a tree. For example, even though there's like, what, 9 saplings here, this and this is the only potential area where a tree would grow. That's bad, but we can fix it. So now, by actually only allowing it to place saplings on certain spots, we can make sure that all the planted saplings are used correctly. Now, that only not just guarantees that we have the trees grow where we want them to grow, that also makes sure that there's not any waste of saplings. Now, there's actually another way we could have done this. We could have done this with schematics that tell them to place only certain spots. but I don't really want to mess with that just now, so I guess we can just do this instead. And then, take a look here, it should place exactly on the designed spots. That's perfect. So the tree farm is, well, mostly done. And our output will be on there, on that portable storage interface, so we can directly bring it down here and do something with it. So now let's hook up the gantry shaft. So I got a couple of gantry shafts. I actually never used this before, so it's first time for everything. And I wanted to just, well, use it to farm the sugarcane for us. And of course it works kind of the same as what we already know from the create. The only difference is that I do believe I need to give it some redstone pulses every now and then, or at least change the rotation every now and then, so it can go back and forth like easily. I believe that's how it works. So I believe this should be the basic concept, where we have the portable storage interface, well, connecting over here whenever it comes all the way back to the end. But first of all, let's test it out. Okay, it works. I've noticed a little bit of an issue, and I guess you guys can see what I'm talking about. Then if the rotation is inverted, okay, yes, it does come all the way back, which is what we want. Now, you can put this on the timer and it should be fine. But as you just saw, there was sugarcane on the floor, and I want to test it out, like what would happen if instead of a harvester, I would have a saw. Because I do believe saws break things upwards. I just am not sure if it works on sugarcane. And that's not the right way. This is the right way. So I placed a few up there, and let's see. Yes, the saw does the trick perfectly. So I guess that's what we're gonna be using. Oh, yes, we already have 30 sugarcane. Now the main issue that I have right now is power. I don't have a lot of power, so I'm probably gonna dig somewhere here, put some water wheels, and call it a day, I guess. I don't need a lot of power, I just need some. So what I'll do here is I'll grab this gear shift and I'll place it there. Now this is now rotating, of course, but of course we need to invert the signal in this gear shift. To do that, I got my hands on a couple of extra things. Now, first of all is a pulse extender, which I'm gonna make it so it works in terms of minutes, and I guess it can work in like a 2-minute interval, so it will extend any pulse it receives for 2 minutes. And then we're gonna have this, which, as you can see, it makes it work. And we're gonna have this guy, which is basically going to be sending a pulse every 4 minutes. So basically what I'm hoping that happens here is, but I guess I could send it like 3 minutes. Yeah, that should be okay. Basically every 3 minutes it's going to send a pulse there. And this guy, probably put it to 90 seconds. And up 90 seconds? Really? Oh. Okay, that's bad. Okay, it's gonna leave it at 2 minutes, and I guess we can leave this at 4 minutes. So every 4 minutes it will invert the signal, which should be perfect. So basically, this guy currently is over here. Whenever those 2 minutes run out, it will go back there. And then after 2 minutes, this guy will send a signal again, which means he's going to come back here. It will deactivate after 2 minutes. It goes back, 2 minutes go by. So every 2 minutes, this carriage should be moving and picking up anything that's over here. Now, of course, when it connects all the way over here, we do want it to drop things off. Now, there might be a little bit of an issue where I'm not sure if whenever it stops being a motion thing, it connects here. So we might need to move the drop-off area from there to like here, like before it fully stops. We might need to do that. But I guess we need to wait a couple of minutes to see if this works. Oh, there it goes. It's now going all the way back there. And then after a couple of minutes, this will retriggering that, and it will move all the way back. And I guess we can test out this here. Okay, so it's now trying to connect, but then of course it stops connecting when it reaches here. So we might need to make the connection a little bit closer to the front. It might be better. But all of that seems to be working, so let's move on to actually making what we need. Oh, let me see if this moving here works. I have a 3 sugarcane? It stops, and we got 3 sugarcane right there. Okay, this should work, which is perfect. And we now already have the items coming up from above into this item vault right here, where we can actually use it to separate things. Now, I do intend on sending them into these storage drawers, so we can better filter things out. But I guess this item vault would be very handy to like try and move items out of it, because they would all come into this chute, but this will help us sort it out. So we have paper. Basically, it stops there. It sends any sugarcane it has into this drawer. Then from here, gets pressed into paper. Okay, so now we have stick automation. Basically, I've put all the items from the vault to flow on through here and go into these drawers. Now we do have some for dark oak saplings, which I do need to get over all of this that's currently here. So that's gonna be fun. And then we have sticks and dark oak logs. And the dark oak logs are gonna go into here into this crafter, turn into planks. Then I have this chute, which puts them back into the belt. Actually, I can use that. And then goes into these mechanical crafters, which are connected. So this input will input the top and the bottom. And then it's going to be making sticks. Now, I also have the stick drawer that comes from above, which I just have it connecting all the way here as well, because, well, might as well just do that, right? Now, I do want to lock all of these so they don't get mixed up with items if they ever get empty. And I want to do the same here, and I already locked these ones. So all I really need to do is just put a funnel here, and it should start crafting things very slowly, but it should. And it should like end up filling up this drawer. Now, this drawer, I will not have void upgraded. I will probably have this one not void upgraded, but I'll have this one void upgraded. And I'll have these ones void upgraded as well, just in case they ever get filled up with, well, resources. They can just void them, so the thing at the top can keep working and just not get full, I guess. I could make a threshold switch, but it can be complicated. And now we have the system working, automatically making us some books. Now let's go through it. So of course we start all the way back here, and I did swap these around. So we have the apples here and the saplings will be going there. Then they actually go up and above everything through this belt, and they end up in this basin over here, where we have this pump just making us some pulp. Then the pulp gets pressed down into cardboard, and the cardboard gets put into this mechanical crafter. Now back here, all I really had to do was just send the paper through this back belt that connects into the mechanical crafters. And I did have to connect these three, like so, in the back. You connect them by selecting the intersections between them. So that input puts paper into all of the slots. And as you can see, it's now making me books. So we're nearly finished with this area. There's only one thing missing. Oh, we're only really missing this guy, our little Fletcher, which hopefully, if I do this and I do this, should now start getting a lot of sticks. And if it's daytime for him to work, which should be in a second, he should start trading us for emeralds. Yep, there we go. We got emeralds. Now we just need to grab some more shafts. And I guess we can put it all the way out here, and we need to take them out of there. And that's it. We made an automatic area where we get books and we get emeralds. That's just perfect. There we go. We have emerald trading unlocked. Now, he's not super safe there, so we might need to do some decoration and stuff like that. So we have like this front, and kind of make sure that he doesn't get killed by random zombies or something like that. So now I believe this looks a lot better, and of course a lot safer for our villager over there. And we already have a decent amount of emeralds over here and a decent amount of books. So I'd say this is a success, which means I can go ahead and finish the shop now. And after like 3 hours or so, we now have the shop finished. I only need to set the pricing again, but that can wait. And welcome to Iron Mending. I actually made that. I think it looks pretty nice, and I also think it fits with the theme of the colony. But most importantly, we have a little fox over here, which currently is named Whitetail, but of course I will rename it to the best comment, I guess, down in the comments. So feel free to leave some names for the fox over here. Basically, this works very simple. I have access over here to the second floor, which is mostly like decoration, but of course it holds the item vault, where whenever it triggers down below, it put the package into here, and then it will just go flowing down through these depots. That's why I have this thing right here, until eventually it ends up here so people can pick it up. Actually, probably should put a sign here that says pick up. So let's actually test this again. I hooked that up, and now we can just do the shopping list here. And boom, there we go, package. So now I think that's all the time I'm gonna have for today. I really enjoyed making this pretty cool shop, but now I need to focus on some more personal projects, you know, some improving my workshop and all those things. So yes, stay tuned for a lot more of BeCreative SMP. And as always, guys, see ya in the next one. Bye.